another special guest. Now, I think there's quite a few Guinness World Records, I believe, under his belt. But it's Kevin Nix. Woo! All right. Welcome, Kevin Nix. Now,
Kevin will take a shot with the basketball. If he gets it in, we'll pick one person. If he gets it in, it is a rollover this week.
The B-ball
400
challenge.
quid.
Kevin, have you ever shot any hoops before?
Oh, I had a little practice earlier, and
in life in general, on the basketball team for school.
No
such luck.
No, so it's not looking too good, but I'll do my best.
Yes,
I am tall, so I'm closer to the basket.
He is so actually. Kevin is quite tall. Welcome to Shaneanigans Bar and Kevin Nix. Thanks for coming along, pal.
No, thanks for the invite. Thank you.
Well, let's start it off with that. And this is one thing I love about having you on here tonight. I know you kind of sent in a little request, and yes, we did invite you, but you had a little request come on the show, and we love that because we kind of over the times that you're going to sign a tub later, there's a lot of fantastic names in there from different kind of famous people to different interesting characters from car builders, and now our very first engineer.
Oh,
it's good to have you, sir. Good to have you. And all of the crazy stuff you have engineered.
The craziest engineer I've ever met. I had a play. So, for those of you who don't know, Kev has got a host of some of the maddest bits of kit you've ever seen in your life, including the world's fastest shed. Can we play a VT and let's see Kev in action with some of the stuff he gets up to?
Get yourself busy and to try and take your mind off what is going on in the world. Because it isn't all bad. There's going to be a lot of good comes out of this, and that's what you have to focus on.
That is absolutely nuts.
It's mental, right?
Like mental.
This is the question I've been dying to ask you. So we met earlier and we got some videos of playing with some of Kevin's things. But what made you make the fastest shed in the world?
Well, I had a car sat there, I was going to scrap it, and it was just too good to scrap. A friend of mine was building a couple of hot rods at the time, and I had a bit of car build envy. But he's got a money tree and I haven't. I got this car sat there and I thought, well, I'll make something from it. Anyway, I come up with the idea. Set to and built it, and then I had to get it all IVA tested, so it's all fully approved. It's on the logbook as fastest shed.
Wow.
It's actually on the logbook.
It is, yeah. So when the police ANPR me, it comes up fastest shed.
Amazing.
And what is the speed? What's the record?
The fastest I've ever been is 114.6.
Wow, in a shed. I am testament to say this thing is a monster. It is an absolute monster of a thing.
Well, you had a little drive in it.
I did have a little play in it earlier on. And
you've been playing around too much today. In fairness.
That's my life. I do that all the time.
Nathan actually had a go at a few of the toys you've made. Actually, let's have a little look at that. Let Nathan playing around. Nathan's going to attempt to ride the barrel of speed. Nathan is a stuntman, so it's all certified and stuff like that.
That is the funniest thing. It's the maddest and the most fun thing I've ever done in my life.
You know at the point, you know you're going to crash and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what it's like all the time.
Yeah, 100%. that last one, I'm telling you, that last one, I was still like this. It is, honest to God, it's the most fun I've had. Like toys like that, I was like...
You're such a kid, aren't you?
Yeah, it's the most fun I've had. And actually, I meant to ask you, how many Guinness World Records have you got?
I got 4. at the moment.
I'm such a loser.
I think I had 2 in life, I think. So you beat me on the Guinness World
I've
Record.
got 4 so far.
What's that
We're
mean?
going to get some more next year.
Okay.
Whoa.
So can you tell us about what's next as well?
I'm not making public what I'm doing.
Okay.
What I'm doing next. But you had to go on the barrow speed.
Yes.
And that's the most insane thing that you've ever had to go on.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head in that VT there. That like you feel like you're going to crash all the time.
Yeah.
And you did how fast on that?
I did the Guinness record at 45 miles an hour. I've been 46. I never wanted to go over 30 miles an hour on it because the dynamics of it, you know, when you're driving fast, you get to a certain point and the dynamics seem to change. You know, that's when you put 2 hands on the steering wheel.
Yes.
And that thing at 30 miles an hour because you're standing up and this thing's got a mind of its own. So it's quite an adrenaline rush.
And the little weedy one, Freddy the Sheddy, right?
Oh, Freddie the Sheddy, yeah.
And how many? You got just the one?
No, I've got Wendy House as well.
Wendy House.
What's Wendy House?
Well, he's got to have a lady friend, hasn't he?
Oh, okay. I was thinking sister.
But
right.
so you're not going to talk about your new project coming up, but you do have one. So it's it's going to be an epic build. It's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be more insane than the barrow speed.
And we're saying you're looking for sponsors, though, right?
Yeah, it's in the UK. It's just really difficult to get sponsors.
Yeah.
If you contact them, they just don't want to know. And I started from nothing.
Yeah.
I built a shed on my drive and got it road legal. Since been on, you know, and I've been in every national newspaper and I've been on Top Gear and, you know, the list goes on and it's all very flattering. It's been an amazing journey.
Yes.
Just to meet these people. But trying to get any sponsorship, you just come up against a stone wall all the time.
No, I understand. I think often the time, because obviously it's same to race car stuff, right? A lot of amazing drivers out there.
Oh, yeah.
Need to get a seat, need some sponsors, and it's one of the hardest things to do is actually gather sponsors. I do understand your pain, but I think sometimes as well, the journey, you're so passionate about what you build, you're clearly a fantastic engineer, and I suppose that's really what it's all about. I know you want to go bigger and better, and that's what you need a sponsor for. So any sponsors out there who want to give Kevin a little shout, give him a little look in, give him a little handout to whatever the next epic build is, you know it's going to go viral. Everything he builds goes viral. So don't be shy, man. Don't be shy.
I've got a great question. I'm just going to jump in now. I've got a great question. It's actually giving me the giggles here. Mark Carver, brilliantness. What varnish do you use on your shed?
Interestingly, I'm not going to say because one of the biggest companies wouldn't sponsor me.
No way.
That's the kind of
Honestly,
stuff we're talking about right there.
Exactly.
I love that.
I approached them and they got a new PR company. They changed all the PR system. I was talking to the CEO. She handed it down and down and down until I just got silence.
That is a shame. That is a shame. Well, listen, let's go.
You think that's driving, what you did there?
Yes.
Forget that. I drove the world's fastest shed today.
Oh, you drove?
Check this out first.
I'm in the world's fastest shed. I love this.
This thing's insane. The world's fastest shed. Kevin, I am so sorry, but I'm going to have to give it some stick. Oh my God, this thing is insane. It's monster. I love it. I'm going to buy one. I want it. This is on my Christmas list.
Look at the smile on your face. That's what I mean. You're a big kid, aren't you?
I honestly, Kevin, thank you so much for that.
you're
When can you say you've done? I mean, you can say it every day, but when else can you go? I've driven the world's fastest shed.
I mean, that's powerful, right?
It's not fast for a shed. It's fast, full stop.
Full stop.
Yeah, like it's properly quick, isn't it?
What did you
Yeah.
want to talk about those cars we had up earlier?
Yeah, well, we're talking about the speeds, and you know we haven't seen some come fast since the 80s, since the 90s. Well, I race on Pendine Sands. It's the most magical place ever because it's still the same racetrack that it was in the 1920s. Same sea, same beach. And I've done 106 on the sand on that.
Right.
Yeah. But when you drive along there, do you know what's going through my head?
I'm going to die.
No.
I'm surely going to die.
This is fun. Because actually, once you get over about 80, it just starts to weave. It's like an American movie. But in 1927, Malcolm Campbell was going along there at 174 miles an hour. So the supercars you're talking about in the 90s actually haven't come far from the 1920s, have they?
Wow.
That's incredible, actually,
Wow.
isn't it?
We've had some speed machines on here, actually. We've talked about, it was Ollie Webb, wasn't it? We spoke.
Yeah, it's production car, fastest land
Stuff
speed
like
record.
that.
Yeah, that was 350 or something like that. But it was a production car. I can't remember, if I'm honest with you.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. It hasn't gone that far. They've just gone a bit more, I think, technical, a bit more safer, perhaps. Back in the day, you're going to fall out of that thing, right?
The difference then is if you crash then, you were probably going to die.
Definitely.
As if you crash nowadays, you're probably going to live. So
Amen.
we have come somewhere.
Yes, sir.
On that one.
Right, we are, that's it. Are we going to
two things left for Kevin to do, if you don't mind. Firstly, thank you so much for letting me have a go in your crazy machines. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. And guys, keep your eyes out, keep tuned into, I'm sure we've got Kevin's social media bits coming up. Keep your eyes peeled on some of the mad things that he's going to be doing. First of all, Kev, we need you to sign the tub, please. The pen's up there.
And take the b-ball, shoot the hoop.
Then we're going to do
What am I doing first? Sign in?
Yeah, sign yourself there first.
That's the one.
And then we need to pick someone. So this is for £400.
A bit further back,
let's have a
Nathan.
look.
A bit further back, Nathan.
So further back.
I'm only joking, I'm only joking.
So this is for £400. The first person we got in here is Kyle Robinson. Kyle Robinson, this is Kev's going to take the shot. If he gets this, it's £400 in your pocket. If he misses, we'll pick another person.
Cheers, Kev.
Kev, you got a basketball behind there?
Throw it up on the side. Grab the ball just beside you. Right here, on the top, in there. And shoot some hoops. Come on, Kev.
I'll put the glasses on so I can
Put the glasses on.
Is that line further away?
That's it. No, you got this. Woo! Kev, so this is for Carl Robertson. 400 quid if this goes in for Carl Robertson.
I'm going to do my best. Don't go booking your holiday.
Come on, son.
Unlucky, Kyle, unlucky. So hold there, Kev. What we do is we're going to pick another person. Rich Tate. Is that Rich Tate? So we're going to do
this
that.
Is for you,
so
Rich.
this Rich, if he gets this, 400 quid. So
come on, Kev.
Close. Chris CJ Shaw.
That was
so
close,
Chris CJ Shaw. If Kev gets this, 400 quid. Chris CJ Shaw.
Come on, Kev.
Unlucky.
That was the closest £400 you never had.
Unlucky.
Lucky that no one got that, but continue to do that, guys, because it's going to go up again next week. It's going to be 500 quid next week.
Sorry about that, folks. I tried.
Is that another rollover?
You did great.
Well, that is the Shaneanigans bar. Kevin Nix, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hold on, we're going to do that one more time for LJ. Are you ready? We're ready. Kevin Nix, thank you very much.